He got my mom.
Who?
I killed him. Jason's dead.
Okay. Shh. All right.
You are nuts.
Shut up, Melissa.
I don't believe you. You people give me the creeps.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
I'm going back to bed. You want to come?
Look, Melissa, just stay here with us.
It's not my style.
Don't go out there!
Fuck you. No, fuck you both.
Well, greetings and salutations, everyone. This is Lindsay, the Cynical Geek. It's been a while since I've done one of these live streams, so I figured that would be a good time to do that. So, as you can see, I showed you a clip from Friday the 13th, Part 7, which is one of my favorite Friday the 13th movies. Now, full disclosure, I haven't seen them all, but since we're on that topic, I thought I would show off my Friday the 13th box set. So I made sure to hopefully not dox myself as I'm trying to do this. So, but anyways, hey Chef, I see you in the chat, and I see Courtney in the chat. It's good to have you lovely ladies with me. So, let's see what this thing looks like. You know, it's so funny. I haven't live streamed in so long that when I got into StreamYards, I was like, wow, they've added like a whole bunch of new shit. I'm going to have to take some time of getting used to this stuff. So, in terms of like channel updates, I'm actually thinking I might do reviews of some of the Friday the 13th movies I haven't seen, and I might even end up doing ones to Part 6 and 7 and Part 1, because those are like the only 3 Friday the 13th movies I've seen. But hey, why not, you know? But I'd like to do something like that, but with having a day job, and since it takes time to edit videos, it kind of makes it difficult. So I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to work that into my daily schedule. But anyways, how is everyone doing today? I know, Chef, it is a nice Amazon box. I think I paid like $130 for this with the next day shipping, because I'm like, I just had to have this beauty in my collection. Ooh, oh my god, look at this, guys. Okay, I don't think there's anything. Let's take out. Okay, take out that. It's like the little cushiony, whatever you call it, that air pocket thing. Oh my god, look at that. Holy shit. Oh my god. Wow. Look at this. Oh my god. Wait, let's see if I can flip this over, get Jason's mask in there. Oh my god, look at that. That is so cool. Okay, so, oh my god, look at this artwork. This artwork is just fucking killer. Man, Shout Factory, they really put some TLC into this box set. I know Fanzine Vids told me that I will really enjoy this box set a lot. So I'm like, man, it is a pretty box set. Let's see if we can get the... Did this one come with the poster, I wonder? Because I know Fanzines came with the poster. So... Right, Chef? I'm like, I think it's definitely worth the $130 that I spent on this thing. Look at that, man. Okay. All right, so what does it say it has in here? See, Jason is back and let's see, loaded with killer special features, new 4K scans from the original camera negatives for Friday the 13th, Friday the 13th Part 2, Friday the 13th Part 3, Friday the 13th Final Chapter. Okay, so we got 4K of the first 4 movies. See, new 2K scans from the interposit of Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday. Oh yeah, isn't that like the 9th movie that I heard is not so great? What is this? Okay, so we got new audio commentaries. Let's see, new interviews with Sean S. Cunningham, Noel Cunningham, Kane Hodder, composer getting my names mixed up here. Composer Harry Manfredini, I think that's how you say his name. But yeah, it's one thing that I like about the Friday the 13th movies is the music score. See, director Adam Marcus, writer Todd Farmer and more. New location featurette. Ooh, what's a 60-page booklet with new essay? Let's see. This one doesn't look like it has the... Oh, boo. Looks like this one doesn't have the poster. Ah, for shame. Anyways, this is what... God, I can do this without... So that's... I can even show this off. Oh my God. I so can't wait to break this out and start watching some of these movies. Yeah, so it's got all 9 movies. It's got Jason X, Freddy vs. Jason. Oh, wow. What's this? There's 2 versions of Friday the 13th. The first one. Dang. So check this out, right? So, I can, come on. There we go. The Batman character list is over a page and a half. Goodness. Well, Chef, with it being on Mead, that's actually probably a good thing because there might be more people that can be brought in to read the script since we operate off of a skeleton crew of like, holy crap, like only 6 people it seems like we get to participate. Let's see. Oh, wow. So this is the, was it 60-page booklet? So check this out. My God, this is so cool. Camp Crystal Lake. Shit, this is... Yeah. So got all this stuff here. And then there's... Oh, we're actually good on the female parts. The boys have to work this week. Well, I mean... See, with Jesse, Tom... it'd be cool if they could get, like, Mikey and Culture Casino in and stuff. I mean, I'm sure... That's what I find kind of strange. You think that there would be more guys available to do the script read for, like, the guy parts, but I don't know. Let's see. Oh, this is the collection bonus material. This is crazy. It's like the bonus material comes on 1 disc. I'm like, holy crap, that's got to be a lot of shit on here. So you got 2 documentaries. You got a making of the Friday the 13th. Oh my God, I'm like nerding out over here. This is so cool. I think this is probably like the best $130 I've ever spent. Oh, duh. I forgot that there was a fucking remake. That's what that is. So this literally comes with all the Friday the 13th movies. Good, because then I can actually binge watch. Because I've only seen 1, 6, and 7. I used to watch 6 and 7 all the time when it was on cable. Like because I think I remember TNT. They used to air it like on their midnight movie shows and stuff, like Joe Bob Briggs. Which one am I going to watch first? That's a good question, Chef. I think I'm going to start from the beginning. I think it'd be a good idea to start from the beginning. I'm due for a rewatch of the first movie, since I'd say 2 kind of ties into the first one, you know, with the mother and all, with Pamela Voorhees. Curious to see part 3 though. Oh wait, you know, I wonder, does it have part 3? Does it have both like the 3D version and hold on a minute. Okay, so there's part 3. Okay. Man, 4K. Can you imagine Friday the 13th part 3D in 4K? I'm trying to remember if it was. Oh well, it was all a 3D movie. Hey, what up, Select Boy? I'm just showing off my fancy schmancy Friday the 13th collection, which, man, look at that. That is so fucking cool. All those movies. Oh, yeah, and then I've seen Freddy vs. Jason in the theater, and I liked it at the time, but I bet you anything, if I probably rewatch it, I'll probably be thinking, why did I like that again? Anyways, I'm kind of disappointed in that I didn't get the poster. So I thought it would come with a poster, but I mean, either way, it's a very nice box set. God, that artwork! Because I would just love to have this on a poster. I'm gonna have to ask Fanzine where he got his poster from with the box set. So, anyways, yeah, so I know it's been a while since I've done anything with my channel. I've got to remedy that. I've been hopping on everybody else's channels and not focusing so much on mine, which I should be doing. Oh, Chef, I started rewatching Halloween, got to be prepared for the new movie. Right, yeah. You know what? I need to see the Halloween 2019 movie. And I guess that's good that I technically don't have to watch Halloween 2. Yeah, because believe it or not, I have not seen Halloween 2. I've only seen like bits and pieces of it. It's like 1 and 3 are like the Halloween movies that I watch, you know, but it seems that Halloween 2019 seems to be kind of polarizing because I know some people that love it and I know some people that hate it, you know. So, I know, check your logic. Next month is October. That's like less than a month till my birthday. Crazy is that how time flies. So in regards to my channel, I'm actually thinking about adding since I seem to be the horror movie nerd, I think it'd be a good time for me to start adding horror movies, like horror movie reviews to my channel. Because you can only talk about the culture war with pop culture so much, and you can only talk, you know, bitch and moan about shit happening with the all the various IPs that are just falling apart. So I figured this might be a good idea to start actually adding content to my channel of me talking about shit that I actually like. And horror movies is definitely one thing that I am extremely passionate about. The Selectable, yeah, Halloween Horror Nights is upon us. Yeah, I've jumped onto the crow's nest. Now I'm on the freaking ship there. Trying to help out in the kitchen. Ooh, check your logic. What's your favorite horror films? I have so many favorites. Like, I'm trying to think of how I want to approach this this idea that I have in terms of like the horror movies that I want to cover. Because I was thinking about starting like a horror movies for newbies type of segment or on my channel. Because I used to write for a website called Classic Horror Movies, and I used to have a section called Horror Movies for Newbies, that, you know, movies that I would recommend to people that are practically brand new to the genre. So I'm thinking like I want to like break down like all my favorite movies from each subgenre, like, you know, like my favorite zombie movies, favorite slasher movies, favorite um you know, supernatural movies, that kind of thing, you know. And then of course there's Italian horror or spaghetti horror, which is probably my personal favorite subgenre, you know, because that's one that I don't know what it is about the Italians, but they know how to do horror. Now in terms of like oh man, I'm trying to think favorite horror movies. Well, certainly the first Halloween movie, because Halloween's just fantastic. Shit, I could go on about John Carpenter's movies, because then there's also his version of The Thing, which is just a fucking masterpiece. And then you know, I love George Romero's uh, Living Dead movies, you know, Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead. You know what? And Land of the Dead wasn't all that bad. I didn't think it was really all that bad, but like the first three movies are just spectacular, you know, and I don't think Day of the Dead really gets enough credit as it is for being a good zombie movie. I mean, don't get me wrong, Dawn is a masterpiece, and I'd probably be willing to call Dawn a perfect movie, you know, but Day, I don't think Day gets as much love as it should, you know. And then oh, you know what? Also, Creepshow is another one of my all-time favorite horror movies. In fact, I watched that a few days ago on my my Blu-ray player, or I got a new 4K TV, and I played that movie on my Blu-ray player a while back, and oh my god, I love that movie so much. What else? Oh, I love the Nightmare on Elm Street movies too, of course, because I mean, Freddy is boss. Let's see. And Selecta Boy says Edward Scissorhands was a favorite of mine, even though I've only seen it once. Oh, Edward Scissorhands that's a classic. You know what? Like when it comes to Tim Burton, I don't even know what my favorite Tim Burton movie is. Like I loved Edward Scissorhands as a kid. You know, I still love the movie. But I think Beetlejuice is probably still my favorite Tim Burton movie. But then, of course, his '89 Batman is absolutely fantastic. Let's see what else we have here. Check Your Logic says I first watched Halloween way too late in my life. You know what? It's never too late. You know, as the saying goes, better late than never. There's a lot of movies that I have not seen yet that I need to watch. So, like, yeah, I mean, for instance, I haven't seen all the Friday the 13th movies. I've only seen like 3 and Freddy versus Jason. So, you know, it's never too late to get into watching a movie, you know? Oh, see, Select a Boy. Honestly, I never thought it was a Christmas movie. Are you talking about Edward Scissorhands? I mean, yeah, Edward Scissorhands is not really a Christmas movie. Gremlins, on the other hand, is a Christmas movie. I don't care what anyone says. I will fight anyone that says that Gremlins is not a Christmas movie, because it damn well is. Chef, I have the Creepshow comic too. Yep, written by Stephen King too. I think he wrote it. Batman '89 and Coraline. I have not seen Coraline. Isn't that based off of oh shit, what's his name? Neil Gaiman. Isn't that a Neil Gaiman story? The animation looks pretty cool, but I will fight you. Check Your Logic. Gremlins is a Christmas movie. It is centered on Christmas. The theme is Christmas. You know, it's like Billy Peltzer gets a Christmas present. You know, I mean, it's it's kind of like the whole debate with Die Hard, you know, whether or not it's a Christmas movie. It's like, I'd say it is a Christmas movie, you know. So, yeah, that's pretty much what's going on with my channel. I'm just doing whatever. Figured I would jump on here and do a live stream and say hey to you guys and say, hey, I'm still here. Not going anywhere. Even though, I was thinking I should probably also add some more gaming streams to my channel too. You know? Oh shit, I was thinking I could probably, since he's banned for a week, I was thinking we could always bring Run Bitch Theater to my channel. I mean, hey, I could use the 1,000 subs. But let's check your logic. I only say Die Hard is not a Christmas movie because how people who say it is will say they watched it on Christmas. I suppose that's fair enough. It's just a lot of Christmas movies out there. It's funny. My Christmas movies of choice are Gremlins and Black Christmas. I have a very, very unconventional picks for like my top Christmas movies. Hey, Brightest Day, how you doing? So, I know, right? It's like, I always forget to hit broadcast. I haven't streamed in a long time. I haven't done a gaming stream in a long time. I probably should. Oh, Christmas Vacation. I can't argue with you on that, Chef. That is like a superb Christmas movie. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. I used to love A Christmas Story, but then I can't remember if it's TBS or TNT. One of those major networks does the 24-hour Christmas marathon, and I kind of got sick of it. So I'm just like, why don't you just have like a marathon of just tons of Christmas movies? Why does it have to be like one movie for 24 hours? I mean, don't get me wrong, Christmas Story is a classic, but it's like, why that movie? Why that movie like 24 hours, Oh, excuse me. But anyways, yeah, I had to show that scene from A New Beginning. It's like when I put the stream together, I immediately thought that scene, like, yeah, I think I'm going to open up with that. Aha, so it is TNT. I was trying to remember which of the major networks it was. I was like, it was either TNT or TBS. I can't remember which. So thank you, Chef. Anyways, so how is everyone, by the way? I'm just fine and dandy. I could use some more weed, but other than that, I'm fine and dandy. Check your logic. Christmas horror films, October or December. Man, why would you watch Christmas movies that early? I mean, it's like the stores have like Christmas decorations out already. It's around this time. It's like, to me, Christmas starts the day after Thanksgiving. That's when I put up my tree and everything. You're stoned. Oh my god. I need to like... Oh shit, I ran out of rolling papers. Oh, I guess I've always got my bong. Just chilling, eh, Select the Boy? So, for those of you in the chat, and I know, Chef, you shared your favorite, but wondering with anybody else, do you love horror movies? And if so, what's your favorite horror movie? That's what I'm curious to know. Yeah, check your logic. I've seen Christmas decorations in stores as early as late September. I've seen it as early as like August. I hate it like when you go into the store at like July or August and you see like, I mean, I don't mind the Halloween decorations because, well, Halloween is my personal favorite holiday. I mean, I love Christmas, but it just gets to be a little too much. Like, come on. Like, really? You're going to put... Oh, okay. I mean, oh, right, because got to have people buying up all that shits really early. Check your logic. I'm a mixed bag when it comes to genres. Yeah, I mean, like I said, horror is like my personal favorite, but I mean, I love all sorts of genres. I think that the one genre I never really, one film genre I'm really not that into is Westerns, even though I probably should get into Westerns. I mean, I'm not, I don't know. I guess I never really thought about, although yet I have seen, um, oh shit, the Sergio Leone movies. I did enjoy that. The, what was it? Fistful of Dollars, Few Dollars More, and Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I mean, that wasn't a bad, wasn't a bad movie trilogy. Shoot. Well, I don't know what else to share. Really, I just wanted to show up my, you know what? Let's show off my, look at how pretty that is. Yes. I just love, like, I remember as a kid just being completely fascinated by, like, the box cover art to a lot of the Friday the 13th movies. I mean, like this. That's pretty fucking wicked. Oh yeah, my personal favorite Friday the 13th movie. So, oh wait, I don't want to put this out of order. That would be bad. Oh shit. I just put my movie out of order. Yeah, that's smart. There's 5, 6. There we go. Silly me. Select a Boy asks me if I've ever seen The Leprechaun. I've seen the first movie. And I've seen like bits and pieces of the second movie. Never really got into the Leprechaun movies. I mean, I thought the first one was okay. I mean, like Warwick Davis was pretty fucking creepy as the Leprechaun. But I never really, I mean, other than the first movie, I never really got into it, I'm just like some of these titles too, like Leprechaun in the Hood, Leprechaun in Space. I'm just like, I probably should watch that just because I'm sure they're both extremely tongue in cheek. And sometimes I do like the tongue in cheek shit. So, let's just check your logic. I worked at a Halloween shop, and the very last day we took everything down. I drove home to see Christmas decorations set up on houses across neighboring streets. Okay, well, I mean, I can understand maybe people setting up Christmas decorations after Halloween, but I mean, I'm the type that, because in my, me growing up, that's how it was in my household, is that, we didn't get into the Christmas spirit until after Thanksgiving. We usually put up the tree like 2 weeks in advance or 2 weeks before Christmas. Shit. It's Star Trek Day and I don't give a fuck. No fucking shit. Oh my God. I don't know if you follow Robert Meyer Burnett on Twitter, but oh my God, I want to give him a hug because he's so depressed with what he's been live tweeting with the Star Trek stuff. I'm like, man, it's just so fucked up. I don't know. I just don't know. Like, how the fuck do you get fucking Alex Kurtzman back? It just makes no goddamn lick of sense. But that's Hollywood for you. They don't know their ass from their elbow in terms of doing shit. Oh yeah. Robert Meyer Burnett is he's a class act, Oh my God. I've been saying that I want to do a live stream with him to discuss Clockwork Orange because he's a fellow Clockwork Orange fan. That's like one of my all-time favorite movies. Check your logic and don't know anything about Star Trek. I mean, it's a niche, it's a niche IP. It's like not everyone's going to be in it. It's kind of funny too, because when Picard came out, because of how bad Picard was, that just kind of motivated me into binge watching more of the Next Generation, because I was finishing up on the original series and I wanted to binge the Next Generation, and I kind of stopped for a while, and then Picard came on and I'm just like, I think I'm going to start binging more episodes of TNG. I need to see DS9 too, because I've heard DS9 is fucking amazing. Like almost every Trekkie that I've talked to have said that DS9 is like the top of the top, you know, or I'm like, okay. But then I was told I should watch TNG first because there's certain story elements in TNG that kind of seep into DS9. And it's like, okay, that's, 7 seasons I'm going to have to get caught up on. Oh, Chef, I bet it did. Made your heart break. I feel so bad for Trekkies. I feel so bad. I mean, I can kind of relate because I like the original Star Wars trilogy. I'm not like a hardcore fan like some Star Wars fans are, but after seeing, The Force Awakens and then Last Jedi, I was just like, oh god, this is really fucking bad. Really fucking bad. Oh. And now Trekkies are starting to get that crap. I just don't understand. I just remembered seeing clips of Discovery. I was excited too for Discovery because I saw Sonequa Martin Green's name attached to it, and I'm like, okay, I kind of like her. I thought she was decent in The Walking Dead, and I'm like, oh hey, a new Star Trek series is coming out. Boy, it's a good thing I didn't watch it because then found out from all my Trekkie friends like, nope, it's garbage. And then I saw the clips and I'm like, no, I see what they mean. Yeah, I love DS9. It is all about the Cisco. Yeah, I've heard Cisco is a damn good captain. I've heard that he's like a mix of Kirk and Picard. Like I can appreciate Picard, like his diplomatic approach to things, but I fucking love Kirk because he's like that. He gets down and dirty, he's willing to go down there with his crew, not just sit back and watch the action. I like a captain that does that. Discovery promotes rape. Oh, they promote a little more than just rape. They promote baby killing too, because they just ripped the head of a Klingon baby off. I mean, yeah, let's just throw some gratuitous sex and violence in Star Trek. That'll please the Trekkies. Jesus fucking Christ. He's a badass, and he starts a commander and earns his way to the captain chair. That's cool. Yeah, I definitely need to give DS9 a watch. I'll probably end up buying the Blu-ray set. Actually, I'm trying to think. Aren't they supposed to be? I'm gonna have to ask Tom this if they're re-releasing any of the Star. But then I don't want to give CBS any money. Shit, that's kind of a dilemma for me. And that's the problem is that, I want to support like some of these IPs, especially some of the earlier stuff, but it's like, I don't want to end up giving, like, for instance, Disney, I don't want to give Disney any more of my money, with Star Wars and shit like that, So I guess that's why you buy secondhand. Hey, Raquel, how are you doing, hun? Yeah, it's true. I could just go on Hulu for classic Trek. I used to have, you know what? Maybe I should just renew my Amazon Prime membership because they had all the Star Trek shows, or they had, TOS, TNG, DS9, Voyager. They had all that on Amazon Prime to watch, but I don't know if that's since changed or, I'm kind of surprised that CBS has not made all the Star Trek stuff like exclusive to their app. Of course, I probably shouldn't give them any bright ideas. Okay, so they still do have it on Amazon Prime. Okay. That's another thing. I hate giving Prime, or I hate giving Amazon money, but I mean, out of all the streaming services or out of all the online services, Prime is the best. Because, I mean, think about it, right? You get a streaming, you get video streaming, you get music, because they have Amazon Music that you can just go on and listen to music, and you get free shipping. It's like you get like what? Oh, and then you've got Kindle too. So it's like what? 4 things for the price of one? You know? It seems like you get more of your money's worth. But then meanwhile, Netflix has fucking shit. Does anybody remember when Netflix used to have good shit back in the day? Like when they first started the streaming service, they had a shit ton of movies. That's what I love about Tubi. If anybody does not know of Tubi, I recommend you check out that app. It's free. It reminds me so much of early Netflix because they have a huge assortment of movies on there. Like a huge assortment of good movies, not like bottom of the barrel crap that you'd find on like Lifetime TV or something. Star Trek is still on Netflix. Oh my god. Oh, hey, D-Bud Martin. I ended up opening up my box, but since you're here, all right, let's check this out. Isn't that sexy? Look at that, D-Bud. Man, who's the... I need this on a poster, damn it. And then, so D-Bud, as you can see, it's got all the Friday the 13th movies, including the remake, which I don't know why they would put that there, but is the remake worth watching? I don't know. And then, what is it? Oh, yeah. Got the side of the box right here. God, that's so fucking sexy. And then we can do this. Look at that. Oh. So yeah, and then the box set comes with it comes with a separate DVD, or sorry, separate Blu-ray just for the collector's stuff. Just for all the collection bonus material. Isn't that crazy? Like, holy crap, there must be a lot of shit on here. And then also comes with this like, what was it, 60 pages? Colors, 60 color pages. The only downside is that mine doesn't come with the poster. I know Fanzine Vid has a poster with his, and I want to know how he got it, because I need that poster. Oh, D-Bud, the remake is a good watch. You know, it's like I've heard some people say that, or maybe I was going to say I've heard it's not that good, but I don't know if I'm getting that mixed up with the Nightmare on Elm Street remake, because I've heard the Nightmare on Elm Street remake is garbage. Hot garbage. Which is a shame, too, because it's got Jackie Earle Haley in it. I mean, don't get me wrong, Robert Englund is... I don't think anyone can fill Robert Englund's shoes when it comes to Freddy Krueger. But I'd say Jackie Earle Haley has got to be close. You know, because, I mean, the dude is a fucking legend, and he can do practically almost anything. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard that remake sucked ass. So I kind of stayed away from it. I think that's why I can't get into horror movies nowadays. Because all it is just fucking remakes, reboots, sequels, you know. And I get wanting to resurrect certain franchises, you know, like Halloween, and then you've got, you know, they're resurrecting the Child's Play franchise because you got the new Chucky series coming out. I think that the first episode premiered already, didn't it? I saw the trailer to it, and I was like thinking, I'm not like the biggest Child's Play fan, but I thought the trailer was kind of interesting, so I was thinking I might actually watch that show. Who knows? Maybe I might do a review for it, you know? Shep, when did Jason have time to dig tunnels? That's what I want to know. I mean, it's Jason. He can break down doors and shit, you know? Like, can you imagine having like the type of power that Jason has with like just taking an axe, just like hitting somebody in the head and busting their skull? That's what I love about the Friday the 13th game is all the fucking glorious kills you could do with Jason. I mean, like the whole like splitting somebody, from the crotch up, like shit. That is so fucking cool. D-Bud, what's not to love about watching teenagers being chopped to bits? Yeah, especially if they're asshole teenagers. Like that Melissa bitch I showed you in the part 7 clip. Fuck both of you. Got an axe to the face. Like, go fuck yourself, bitch. That's what you get for being a bitch. Yeah, that's the thing, check your logic. Like, movies in general, yeah, that's kind of why I've pretty much all but given up on Hollywood these days, because it seems like for the last 10 years or so, it's been nothing but fucking remakes and sequels. And it's like, can we just have some new material? I would just love to have some new material. Okay, we're not going to get new material. All right, I'll just go back. Because we have, 100 years worth of movies? And like maybe 70 years tops of television shows. So it's like I could just go back and just watch some old, classic movies, or I can, go watch old TV shows. Like I know Tubi has like a huge assortment of real old television shows and stuff. It's like who needs Hollywood today? Although yet I will support independent content creators. And I hope to see some people in YouTube, like the Midnight's Edge sphere and stuff. It'd be cool to see, people actually start making movies and shit, because we've already got the indie comic. We got the indie comic scene already. There's like a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of YouTubers that are actually putting ideas together and getting with writers, or getting with artists. And I think that's amazing that you have like this collaboration of people, one doing the art and then the other doing the story and stuff. And I just think that's amazing, and I hope to see that transfer to film and even animation. I mean, how cool would that be to see like good animated content with good animation, as opposed to the dog shit that we're getting now with this, with the exception of, well, He-Man Revelations says, the art, that's probably the only good show, or the only show that has good artwork, because it seems like every other fucking animated show has just shit artwork. Do they have a new Child's Play? So they're coming out. So USA is coming out with the Chucky series. The trailer is on YouTube, or should be on YouTube. It's actually, I thought it was pretty decent. So it's kind of got my curiosity. And it's funny because I'm not like, I wouldn't consider myself like a Child's Play fan, with the exception of maybe like the first movie. And I also really enjoyed Bride of Chucky. But that's actually, I was thinking about maybe going back and giving the old Child's Play movies a chance. And like I said, the TV series actually looks fairly decent. And I know, like, I mean, for instance, like the puppetry work they did on Chucky looks really good. So, I mean, Chucky's still fucking frightening, but yet utterly adorable. And of course, they got Brad Dourif back to do the voice Chucky, which, I mean, come on, the man's just a fucking legend. I love Brad Dourif. So, let me see here. Diva, yes, couldn't wait for her to get an axe. I know, right? It's like, shit. That was fucking... You know what? I will give credit to the Friday the 13th movies. Even though the slasher genre is not exactly my personal favorite when it comes to horror, I'll give it to them. They do have some very inventive kills in a lot of these slasher movies. Oh, but I mainly watch old movies and TV shows now. I get them on physical media. I don't want them censored like they are doing with some streaming stuff. Oh, totally. Totally. Physical media is going to be a lot more important than ever. I mean, because the problem is, with digital media, they alter shit. Or, I mean, it's proven that they've altered shit. They did, I know they altered the Splash movie for Disney Plus. And it's like, when I saw that kind of shit, I was just like, yeah, it might be a good idea to start collecting physical media, But, oh God, I just lost my train of thought. But yeah, it's definitely, that's where I'm going to be getting my value from, is just collecting physical media. Shit, I still have some old VHS tapes. It's pretty crazy. I don't think I can part with my VHS tapes. I don't know why. I think it's just because it has like sentimental value to me. Like I have my old Pete's Dragon movie on VHS in the old clamshell box. But and that's another thing too with physical media. There's no telling how long some of these studios are going to be allowing distribution of physical media. So I think I heard something about that Warner Brothers is going to be phasing out physical media. Or I don't know if it's that they're no longer going to be distributing. But either way, the news that I saw was kind of alarming, and it made me think, I think it's just a matter of time before some of these studios start phasing that shit out. So, and God forbid when that happens, because the price of physical media is going to go through the roof. Raquel says, check out an app called Webtoons. Cool artists out there with interesting stories. I think I might have heard of that. You said it's an app? Oh, you know what? I'm probably getting Webtoons mixed up with Freedom Tunes. But I'll take your word for it, Raquel. But I mean, seriously, how cool would that be? Like to actually, like there's people in all the various fellowships that know how to animate. Because, I mean, hey, Chef and I, we could do voices. I would love to be a voice actor. Shit, all we gotta do is watch the White House press briefing, and there's Chucky. I don't know. That's an insult to Chucky. Oh my God. That kind of reminds me of like that Amber Turd shirt that the guys of Midnight's Hedge have in their merchandise lineup. I'm just like, it's funny because that shirt, I keep thinking it looks like Chucky is shitting the bed. Yeah. Select the boy, Brad Dourif is king. He absolutely is fucking king. Ironically enough, it's not Child's Play that got me into him. It was actually One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest that got me into him. And because of that movie, I ended up collecting some of his other movies. Like I have the movie Wise Blood it's by John Huston. It is the most bizarre movie I've ever seen. But seeing young Brad Dourif in it, I'm just like, yeah, it's good. It's not too bad. In my eyes, he's nice to look at. Or it's like in his early days, he was nice to look at. And not to mention the guy can act. Whew. Kind of pisses me off that he got snubbed for an Oscar, because I heard he was nominated for an Oscar for One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. He was so fucking good in that movie. That ending, with his character, oh God, that shit breaks my heart. Raquel says DVDs may go out like the VHS tapes because of the streaming services. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm actually surprised that they haven't gone down that road yet and started phasing out some physical media, but I'm sure it's just a matter of time. But the thing is, you also have, it's a streaming wars going on. So like they're all going to be in competition with each other. And this is another thing that pisses me off with all these streaming services. There's a reason I cut the cord like over 10 years ago, because it was costing too much for fucking cable. And a lot of these channels that they had, I didn't want. So I ended up saying, you know what, fuck it. I don't watch a whole lot of TV. I'm just going to cut the cord and just stick with the internet. And now it's like, you know, with Netflix, when that came out, it's like, holy shit, this is beast, you know? Like I can stream any kind of movies that, well, depending on what they have, but you know, they had like a huge assortment of movies. And now all of a sudden you have all these streaming services and some of them have exclusive content. So you end up paying about as much as you did when you had fucking cable. You know, it's such bullshit. I actually get more entertainment watching people on YouTube than I do any of the streaming services. You know, it's like other than YouTube, I watch Tubi, and that's pretty much about it. And Tubi's free. Granted, yeah, you have to deal with ads, but you have to deal with ads on YouTube unless if you have the YouTube Red subscription, you know. What is this? Yes, check your logic. Voice acting is great. Check, what is wrong? Jen Psaki's hot. Are you fucking great? No, never mind. I love you, Check. Love you. Started getting into voice impressions. It's a fun hobby. I wish I could do that. Man, like, there's some friends that I have that is into doing voice impersonations. I'm like, how the fuck do you do that? I used to be able to know how to do Cartman, but it's been a while. You know, I used to do like Cartman and, you know, Millhouse and fucking Nelson. Select a boy. And he also played a preacher in the video game called Gun. Oh, yeah, Brad Dorp's done voice work for video games and stuff, too. I'm going to have to hunt down those video games. I love that, man. I'm trying to see what in his filmography I can find that I can get on DVD. I have Wise Blood, and then One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And then they're releasing Ragtime, the 40th anniversary of Ragtime. They're releasing on Blu-ray, which was another movie that he was in, directed by Milos Forman, the same guy who did One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Except in this movie, I guess he's one of the main characters in the movie, so he has a much bigger role. Which, I mean, like I said, I'll watch that man in almost anything. It just kind of drives me nuts that it's like, yeah, like Brad Dourif and Malcolm McDowell are like the two actors that I unabashedly simp for, you know. Yeah, D-Bud, I'm the... And Raquel, this goes for theaters too, sadly. You know, I'm torn when it comes to theaters. Like, I love the theater experience. I mean, I used to go to the movies all the time. You know, when I was a kid, you know, my parents used to take me to the movies. And then I used to go to the movies with my friends when I was older. You know, and back then it was fun. But now it's just like, you know, it's kind of a crapshoot on if you're going to have a good experience or not. You know, I mean... Yeah, I know you've always had crying kids and people talking in the theater and stuff like that. But then you got, you know, the smartphone and then everybody's like on their fucking phones. I'll never forget the one time I saw Halloween on the big screen because they did my local theater did a rerun of the first Halloween movie on Halloween. So I actually got to see it on the big screen. And there was this drunk dude right behind me who kept saying shit and he kept belching and stuff. Like, what the fuck's wrong with people? Watch the goddamn movie and shut up. You know, yeah, it's just, I don't know. And then plus also, I have a tendency to go to the bathroom a lot if I drink too much soda. So it's just, it seems like it's better to just watch the movie at home, you know, but I don't know. No, Raquel says, I don't watch cable TV anymore. I can't stand the ads. I don't like ads either, but at least on YouTube, you can skip some of the ads. But yeah, that's the problem with cable TV. You can't really skip the ads. Although, yeah, that was like, that'd be the perfect time to run to the bathroom or get a snack, you know. Indeed, but I'm the same way. I watch YouTube. The only TV I watch is some sports and the local news. Like, really, I mean, I get all my news through YouTube and stuff. I don't need, I mean, even local news, I just don't know. I don't know who to trust anymore. It's, I mean, y'all know this. It's like, you don't know who's telling the truth anymore. You don't know who's reporting on the facts. And then you got YouTube trying to censor people, you know, for misinformation. I'm like thinking, misinformation, huh? I bet that's the polar opposite. Maybe you're projecting. You're the ones that's spreading misinformation. Oh, yikes. I better be careful. Sorry, Mama Susan. Sorry, Mama Susan. I don't mean to be bad. Raquel, I'm terrible with voice impressions. It's not easy. It is not easy. Like, some of the stuff, like some of the voices that some people do, just like, how the fuck do you do that? But then, of course, I'm thinking, well, I guess if you spend your time practicing, you know, because as the saying goes, practice makes perfect, you know. Hey, you know what, Check? We all have those people that we find attractive that people are just like, what? You know? Yeah, D-Bud says you're into gingers. I mean, there's a lot of guys that I know that are into gingers. Check. It was so weird seeing and hearing young Jamie Lee Curtis. That's why I say I watched Halloween too late in life. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, one of my all-time favorite movies is A Clockwork Orange. And I remember when I first saw that at the age of 14, I thought, oh my God, Malcolm McDowell is like one of the hottest men I've ever seen in my life. Oh, he's not that age anymore. He's like 50. Excellent. Because then I saw him in Generations. I'm like, oh yeah, he's not young anymore. Crap. All right, I think I'm going to go for another 3 minutes, cut this off at the hour mark, but I want to thank you all for joining me, you know, because I see 4 people here, and I really appreciate everyone's comments in the chat. You guys keep me going. Because that's the thing, when I hop onto these live streams, I keep thinking, oh God, do I know what I'm going to say? And then I have you guys in here to kind of bounce off of, so I really appreciate that. Indeed, but I mainly just watch the local news for weather and the cute anchor women. Oh, I'm sure you're not the only one. There's a lot of cute anchor women on the news, you know. Oh, check. Actually, Jamie Lee Curtis was one of my childhood crushes. She's not a ginger, but gingers are hot. Jamie Lee Curtis is like, she's one of my all-time favorite actresses. I love Jamie Lee Curtis. Her stupid politics aside, she's still one of my favorites, you know. Check your logic. Jamie Lee Curtis was in her 40s when I had a crush on her as a kid. I guess that's why it was a lot weirder for me. I know the feeling all too well, because I remembered seeing Brad Dourif in Alien Resurrection, and I thought, why do I find this guy hot? This guy is clearly old enough to be my dad, but he's hot. I don't know why, because I was into the hot nerd dad thing, which Brad Dourif had in spades in the 90s. Oh, Chef says Matrix trailer drops tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know what to think. All I know is that that image of Keanu Reeves, I was just like, it looks like John Wick made his way into the Matrix. Like, no, I don't know. Okay, spoiler warning for anyone that hasn't seen the Matrix movies. I'm still wondering how the fuck are they going to bring Trinity back? Because it's like, Carrie Ann Moss is I guess apparently she is returning to the movie. And I'm just like, wait a minute, Trinity's dead. What the hell are they going to do with her? She'd have to be stuck in the Matrix. She'd have to be a program or something. You know, it just doesn't make any sense. And then, of course, you've got Neo. Neo's whereabouts are, you know, I mean, obviously we're going to know what happened to him in the new movie, but I just don't know. I have a lot of emotions about it, and not very good emotions either. Because thinking about it, you know, was it Reloaded, and was it Revelations or Retribution was the third movie? I can't remember what the name of the third movie was, but I just remembered thinking it over, and I'm like, yeah, those last two movies weren't all that good. I'll never forget seeing Reloaded twice in the theater and scratching my head every time, because I'm just like, I have no fucking clue what's going on. And it's a shame too, because it's like the Matrix has a huge, or has had potential for a you know, a decent sized universe with a whole lot of lore, and then they kind of shit the bed with the last two movies. Diva says, I don't agree with her politics, but Susan Sarandon is still my movie crush. I can see why you like her. Susan Sarandon, she's got that oomph to her, especially in The Hunger. That's a good movie. That is a really good movie. There's a pretty steamy lesbian sex scene between Susan Sarandon and Catherine Deneuve. And of course, Catherine Deneuve, well, to this day, she still looks amazing. You know what? Even Susan Sarandon actually still looks good for her age. But I just remember those two. I mean, I think Catherine Deneuve was in her 40s by then. And I think Susan Sarandon was approaching 40. And it's like, you know, I'm more into the dudes, but I must admit that that scene in particular was pretty hot. Susan Sarandon's birthday is a day after Lindsay's. Really? Oh, that's cool. I know I share a birthday with Lena Headey from Game of Thrones. I also share a birthday with Lindsey Buckingham. Which is kind of funny because the spelling of his name is the same as my name. And we share a birthday. And I believe he's also from Phoenix. So, you know, triple the twinning action there between me and Lindsey Buckingham. Oh, Chef says she'll be a memory. She'd have to. Because it just wouldn't make fucking sense to bring her back. Like how would she, like, come back alive? She'd have to be like a program. Because otherwise it wouldn't make fucking sense. But then, what am I saying? It's Hollywood. A lot of the shit that they write nowadays does not make any fucking sense. Because they're too busy trying to score points on their diversity list, you know? Check your logic. That is correct. I do share a birthday with Gwen Stefani. I also share a birthday with Stevie Ray Vaughan, too. I thought that was pretty cool to see that. All right, guys. It's already a little past an hour, so I think I'm going to end things here. So thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate your guys' support. And I guess if you like and share the stream, you know, share my channel. You know, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs. So I think in order to do that, I really need to start focusing on adding more content to my channel, which I swear I plan on doing eventually. So anyways, guys, thanks for joining me. And I will be catching you on the flip side. Ciao, babes.